Hey y'all, I know y'all seen that title and thumbnail. I'm going to be showing you how to make my blackened salmon pasta. Let's get started, y'all. I've got some water boiling, and to that I'm going to sprinkle in some salt, and then I'm going to add in my linguine noodles, but you can use whatever noodles you prefer. Next, I'm going to start removing the skin from my salmon. This is optional. If you want to crisp up the skin and eat it, have at it. But unless you're eating this right away and won't be having leftovers, the skin won't stay crispy. And I definitely don't want to have soggy skin when I eat this again later, so that's why I'm opting to remove it. Here I'm just using my knife to hold the fish in place while I carefully pull the skin away. Fish is a delicate piece of meat, so you don't want to start ripping or tugging too quickly because the fish will tear. Once I've removed the skin, I'll discard that along with the paper towels underneath that I used to pat the fish dry after rinsing it off. I'm not going to use this entire piece of fish for this particular dish, so I'm going to cut this into fillets, then take about 3 or 4 and cut those into smaller chunks. This is optional, as you can leave the fillet intact if you prefer that look when it comes to your presentation. I do like for my salmon chunks to be fairly thick. Once I feel like I have enough for my dish, I'm going to add my salmon into a bowl and season it with some blackened seasoning. I will list the ingredients for this blackened seasoning in the description box. And there's not a certain amount that needs to be added to the fish, just make sure that the fish is well coated. It should look something like this. This is about 1.5 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I'm just going to coat the pan and then add in my fish, and I'll just cook this until the pink is gone, or you can cook it until your desired temperature. The noodles are now done, so I'm going to drain them and set them to the side. Now that the salmon is ready, I'm going to move it to a plate. Here I'm adding in half a tablespoon of minced garlic, and I'm going to saute this for 1 minute. Please make sure your heat is low. Burned garlic is the worst. After that's been sauteed, I'm going to add in my spinach. This is just a couple of handfuls. You can add in as much as you like. As you know, when spinach wilts, it looks like you barely added anything anyway. After it's been mostly wilted, we're going to hit it with some heavy cream. I'm using heavy whipping cream because that's what I have in the house, and it works just the same. I'm going to stir this in and add in some of the blackened seasoning. I ended up using a half a tablespoon. I'm going to let these flavors blend for a few minutes, so I'm going to turn my stove to a medium heat so this can start to simmer. And when it starts to look like this, we can add in our Parmesan cheese. I used half a cup. I'm just going to mix this around until the cheese dissolves. This takes just a couple minutes. The sauce is ready, so now we can incorporate our pasta. Make sure you give it a good toss. Y'all, this is looking good already. Once everything has been incorporated, we can grab a plate and serve this baby up. If you've made it this far, I appreciate you, and if you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that button. Thank you so much to everyone who is already subscribed. I love you guys, and make sure you check back with me because I'm always serving up something good. I'll see y'all in the next video.